Welcome to the live broadcast of another Elite T20 game. Four balls have been bowled already. We'll have a look at the squads after this over and at the points table too. Saeed bowling the first over as always for CCA. Shaheen Mavericks won the toss, elected to bat first. Yesterday we had a pretty good game between St. John's and Zalmi Lions, where St. John's won that match by 8 wickets. That was tucked away on leg side towards square leg. Just a single to end that over. Three coming off it without any loss. Shaheen Mavericks have started their innings after winning the toss. We'll have a look at the squads of both the teams. Shaheen Mavericks, 11 players on your screens. Mohammad Mustajab, Harpreet, Akib, Aftab, Zishan, Ibrahim, Akshay, Mohammad, Awais, Shazib, and Harun Altaf. These are the 11 players that will be playing and representing Shaheen Mavericks today. And here we have Calgary Cricket Academy, CCA, one of the most renowned franchise of Calgary, champion side, defending champions. Tanzil Altaf, Zahid Chaudhry, Mustafa Saeed, Jigesh, Zohaib, Hakim, Shahid Sadiq, Abhishek Bharat, who's going to bowl this over. He's getting ready at his run-up, and Surya Balakrishnan. So these are the 11 players who are going to represent CCA. Abhishek Bharat, left arm spin. A little bit of change in tactics by the captain. We usually don't see spinner right in the second over. And I talked about the points table, how this game is going to affect the points table. CCA sitting at number 3, whereas Shaheen Mavericks sitting at number 8 in the points table. They would like to come up, and if they can win this game today against a big side, that will boost a lot of confidence going up, progressing to the other half of the season, because they've just played 3 games. They've only won one game out of that, 2 defeats for them. So they'll be looking to get their second win today. That'll be a big one. Abhishek Bharat, a quality left-arm spinner. Yesterday we saw Prabhasis from St. John's, another quality left-arm spinner. It's so good to see finger spinners. We have seen that usually. Shaheen Mavericks, they've lost the first wicket. It's 3 for 1 now. 1.2, Abhishek Bharat straight away coming in and striking on his second delivery. Easy catch taken by Saeed at short mid-wicket. He was trying to slog it over mid-wicket. Didn't time it at all, and ended up playing straight into the hands of Saeed. And he won't drop those kind of catches. Akib is walking in at number 3, one of their senior batters, who would like to take the charge for Shaheen Mavericks after an early wicket. Batsman have to utilize the power play. You cannot lose wickets in the first 6 overs because that is where the game turns. If you're able to utilize the power play, we saw it yesterday too, how St. John's attacked in the power play to take that chase home. That is beautiful bowling once again. So these first 6 overs in the shortest format of the game become so crucial that you need to have that intent and the results. Another one. This was a little bit quicker in the air. Nicely played by Akib to get off the mark and off the strike. That his first run of this over has been a brilliant one from Abhishek, as he always does. And don't forget, smash and grab is just around the corner. Starting 31st July, as of the recent updates that we know, smash and grab's gonna kick in, one of the biggest tournaments in Canada, in Calgary, where Canadian national players, US national players even come in to play that, and that gives a lot of exposure to local Calgary talent as well. And you'll see Abhishek playing in that tournament as well and doing well. He has done it more often. That was nicely played by Akib. Is that travel all the way? No, it's a boundary, but nevertheless, it was a brilliant end for Shaheen Mavericks for that over, because attacking Abhishek right in his first over after taking a wicket is a positive sign. If Akib can repeat that in his next over as well, that's 9 for 1 after 2. Said back for his second over and third over of the innings. That's down the leg for sure. He's changed the way he's bowling, because usually we see him taking the ball away from the right-hander, where he tends to use that outswing angle more. But today he has brought the ball in towards the right-hander, which is interesting. If he's got both the swings, if he can do that more often, he becomes even more challenging. With the experience that he has, he's already a very challenging player. He's already a tough bowler to face, because he varies his lengths nicely. He has those leg cutters and off cutters too, and he can bowl an odd bouncer. So he has all those variations. Look at that. That is back of length. He knew that batsman is now trying to guess that the ball is coming in. So this one just held its shape and just went on. And he added some extra pace on that to generate that extra bounce that he got. So as a bowler, if you can do that, especially in this format, because you cannot be predictable no matter what stage of the game you are at, you cannot be predictable as a bowler, and that is what he's trying to work. See, again, back of length, a little bit short. He was stepping down the track, no timing at all. We are still waiting for the scorers to update the scorecard. There have been few deliveries bowled, all dot balls though, so there's nothing gonna be hard about it to fix. It's 9 for 1. Look at that. That is an odd bouncer I was talking about, but that has been hooked away towards the fine leg. Nicely played by Harpreet this time to get a boundary for himself. That is first boundary for Harpreet for this game. Not timed to perfection, but just timed enough to get it over the short fine leg, because there was no fine leg in place. If there would have been a fine leg, there would have been an easy catch for the fielder. It's quite hot and humid out here. It was raining or I would say it was drizzling around 3:34. But the sun is shining bright now. It's 27 degrees. And finally, I think I can say that summer has arrived. Because past couple of months, we just got a hint that summer is there, but a lot of rainy days we have seen in Calgary this season. That is again back of land, this time towards the body line. No room given on that. That's the end of the over. Now the scorers are fixing it. So as I mentioned, all dot balls and just one boundary. So nothing hard to fix on that. 13 for 1 at the end of 3. Abhishek back. Akib cuts it towards cover. 13 for 1. He hit a 4 against Abhishek on his last ball of the previous over. Oh, tries to get it again. Misses it. Well kept by Surya behind the stumps. They got a slip in place. If he can beat the bat like that, slip would be entrusted. Nicely played by Akib. He can push for the second one. No, they ran the first one very slowly. There was no intent for the second, so they'll just have to settle with that. Harpreet played 5 dot balls in the previous over. And this is what you would not like to see in the power play. I remember in 2022 World Cup, KL Rahul used to play first over as maiden. And people used to make memes on that World Cup that it's a 19 over batting for India because KL always plays the first over as maiden. Oh, that's in the air. That is a little bit of intent shown in the air, but it is taken easily. I think it's Mustafa who completed that catch. They got the fielder in place just for that shot. It was intentionally bowled in that area. He just went on back foot to play. Just fell short by a couple of meters to clear the boundary markings. But Harpreet has to depart. And Abhishek grabs his second wicket. Zohaib trusts him a lot. His wicket-taking abilities, we have seen it. And we have seen it a lot of times. And Harpreet scoring 6 today. Got a boundary in the previous over. Trying to attack. The big shot was around the corner because he was in pressure, playing a lot of dot balls. And he will now enjoy the rest of the innings from the dugout. So 2 early breakthroughs. 2 wickets for Abhishek. Shahzeeb walks in. Just his 4th game, according to Cricket Club stats that we have here. 122 runs for him. Strike rate is pretty impressive, but not a lot of matches to judge that. So he'll have a point to prove here because he has walked in early at number 4. Both the openers back in the hut. And now he has to build a partnership with Akib to put a good total on the board. Last ball of this over, just one of it and 1 wicket. Beautifully bowled once again. Look at that. Look at the confidence that team has. CCA, they are on fire. 14 for 2 at the end of 4. Saeed back for his third. He's just given 6 runs. They've been very economical, both the bowlers from both ends. Abhishek from Stony end and Saeed from the broadcast end. He hasn't got a wicket yet. He'll probably try to grab one before captain changes the bowling. 14 for 2, 4.1 overs. Shaheen Mavericks won the toss. Plays it on back foot, Akib. CCA will try to take as many wickets as possible because they would like to restrict them to a low total and then chase it down quickly. That is what their approach will be, because they will need good net run rate, which everybody will like in the middle phase of the tournament, because we have seen that so many times, teams getting knocked out or getting qualifying for the next round just because of the net run rate. That's played in the air, slashed away. That's going towards the backward point, third man area. Won't go to the boundary. Oh, it does. That's surprising. So that's a boundary. Even though the outfield is sluggish, but he'll get a boundary there. Akib, that's his second. He's on 10 from 10. Back of line delivery played towards square leg. Not an ideal power play after winning the toss for Shaheen, because teams, they usually like 45-50 run power play even if you end up losing 1 or 2 wickets. But if you look at the current run rate at the moment, it's just around 4, which is not good. Last ball of this over. Oh, bouncer, cheeky that was. Played uppercut, and that's going to go all the way to the boundary. So 9 of that over, 2 boundaries in that. Well played by Shahzeeb. It's 23 for 2 at the end of 5. Another left-arm spinner, Mustafa Iqbal. Another quality spinner of Calgary with a lot of experience. He's a wicket taker too. This is what makes CCA such a strong side to play. They have so many options. We'll see Tanzil Altaf with his leg spin once the power play ends. So look at the quality in their bowling lineup. You need to be on the top of your game as a batter to tackle these kind of bowlers, because they're not going to give you many bad deliveries. All they do is try to create a chance for a wicket. Oh, that's played over mid-wicket, timed nicely, and that will do it, I guess. I think it. Oh, he stopped it. Abhishek saving 2 runs for his team. It was not as short as a batter would think, but that was a good shot by Shahzeb. Played a cheeky uppercut in the previous over to get a boundary, which was nice to see against Saeed. That's in the air. Timing. How good is that? And that will probably go to the boundary, or no, it won't. So another double added. For a moment I thought it has gone to the boundary towards a long off. Zoeb is standing at mid-off. He's inside the 30-yard circle. Last 2 balls for the power play. That is brilliant. Once again, just a little bit change in length and pace. More quicker in the air, still getting that turn. That makes these left arm spinner even more deadly. Oh, look at that. That was an armor which came in with the arm towards the batter. Just 5 of it. A good over from Mustafa. It's 28 for 2 at the end of power play. Captain Zoeb. Right on medium pace. Just balls with a very short run up. There's a couple of steps in and balls it. But the main thing about that is the line and length. That'll be a double. Played towards square leg. Oh, they're coming back for the third. They'll get it. That's good running. Straying down the leg on that. Flicked it by Akib. And they ran 3 on that. That was good running. Score moves to 31 for 2. Not a great power play, but at least they didn't lose too many wickets in that. Just 2 wickets in the power play. I was thinking probably they'll end up losing 4. But they kind of saved that because these 2 guys in the middle, they are batting well. They are looking really solid at the moment. Oh, that was width outside the off stump. I think it's a missed opportunity for a boundary. Should have been put away over cover, but he missed it completely. Big shot. How good is that? Now just towards long on. Tanzil is there. I can't remember which opposition CCA was playing against, where Tanzil ended up dropping almost 8 catches. I guess it was 8 catches. It was fun to watch a player of this quality dropping that many catches because he has so much experience and probably has played over 600, 700 games in his career. And then as a captain, you'll end up putting him in the hot spots. And that's where he's supposed to be as well. But that day, everything was just slipping out of his hands. and it was not a good day in the field for him. Hopefully, today is a better day for him with the ball and in the field. That's end of the over with the single six of that, 34 for 2. Mustafa back for his second. What a shot that is! Look at that! Oh, that has traveled a long way. That is some shot by Shahzeb. He's looking in great touch today. He's smiling. That will give him a lot of confidence. That was right in his slot. And what a shot to start this over. Now they have an opportunity here to convert this to a big one, because Mustafa, I know he knows how to make a comeback, and he'll surely do that. He'll make some changes to his tactics that he was trying to ball against Shahzeb, but now he knows if you ball in the slot, that's going to happen. He's probably going to ball quick towards the leg stump this time. Tucked away, just a single. This is smart cricket. This is really good cricket from Shahzeb. Started off the innings with that boundary of the uppercut, and then he has looked good. Akib goes on back foot, plays it towards short mid. Mustafa will collect that. So it's good if they can reach somewhere around 140, 145. I know it's not a big total here at Inland, because the power score here every time I talk about is 165, 170. That is what makes a chase challenging for the team. But even if from the stage that they were, if these two can bat till the end. Oh, that's another one launched. But how far is that? That is far enough, I guess. Yes, it is. That is second six of the over. That will make 14 of this. Look at that batting from Shahzeb. He's not holding himself back. Wherever he's getting that opportunity, look at the result and the intent. Akib is very happy. He knows if Shahzeb continues to bat like that, they can get up to a good total, which is what they would like, because they won the toss, and everyone, whoever wins the toss, they obviously like to put a big total on the board. Oh, that is another one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Is that a joke or what? Shahzeb, he's hitting sixes for fun. 20 runs off that over. He goes to 29 of 15, almost with a strike rate of 200. Score moves to 54. Current run rate has moved up to 6.75 runs per over. This is brilliant hitting from Shahzeb. 40 of the partnership comes up off just 25 balls after losing 2 early wickets. Shaheen Mavericks are on the move. overs. A good over by Captain Zoeb. 5 of that after an expensive over from Mustafa. They're gonna bring up a bowling change, I'm guessing. But who's gonna come? I think it'll be probably Tanzil. Yes, looks like, yeah. He's gonna roll his arms over. He'll be bowling his leg spin. Another quality spinner in their lineup. And you'll see him with the bat too. Nowadays, bat ups the order. He's usually opens are coming at number 3. And shows that aggressive intent right from ball 1. But for now, he's got a different job to do. He's a big wicket taker as well. And at the same time, usually very economical. And they will need a wicket here because this partnership, it's getting bigger and bigger. Not a good start. Not a good start, they would like. That is 4. We have seen that a lot of times from leg spinners. Either they end up bowling the first one short or full toss. That's kind of a usual warm-up delivery for a leg spinner. But the captain would like him to make a comeback here because they cannot leak more runs. They're giving the momentum away that they had in the power play. Because Akib, he's quietly moved to 24 of 21. And Shahzaib steps down. Akib plays towards long on, just a single on that. This will be interesting contest to watch. Shahzaib versus Tanzil. He has smacked one of his friends, Mustafa, for 20 runs in the previous over. That is big! Oh! Same treatment! No matter who's bowling today, if you give him in the arc, he will send it out of the park. That is what he has. A lot of power and timing in that shot. He moves to 37 now. His strike rate goes over 200. Score goes to 70. Remember, they only got 28 runs in power play. That is a big comeback from Shaheen Mavericks. Shahzaib, his serene nature has lifted the heat up in CCA's dugout there. Now they will be thinking of different strategies. Tanzil, he's given 11 in his 3. Tries to sweep it, just gets enough bat to get a single on that. 12 of this over too. Zohaib bowled an economical over, previous one, but spinners are leaking runs from the stony end. Plays it on back foot just towards cover. I think he'll probably bring in Abhishek from that end because they still have his 2 overs left, and he took 2 wickets today. Plays it again in the gap, this time Akib. He knows his role. Completes this over. 13 of that. Amazing batting, Shaheen Mavericks. 72 for 2 at the end of 10. Smash and grab. Just around the corner, as I mentioned. Starting on 31st July. Are you in it to win it? One of the biggest tournaments. And you'll watch all the live cricketing entertainment of this tournament on 22 Yards broadcast. So that gives you another reason to subscribe the channel if you haven't done so yet. Because this will be very entertaining for the whole Calgary and whoever will watch this on 22 Yards broadcast. We have opened the sponsorships for your brands on our streams, you can reach out to us, because this will be a good chance for your brands to catch some eyes. That's played towards fine leg. They'll push for two. Jigesh, another spinner. He comes in from broadcast end. I think Zohib should have continued from that end because he was bowling tight lines. And it looks like both the batters of Shaheen Mavericks, Akib and Shahzaib, they're very comfortable against the spinners. So giving them another spinner, let's see how it goes. Plays it on back foot. He's a little bit of a mystery spinner, Jigesh, who can ball some carom balls, who can ball an off spinner, who can ball leg spin. So he's got all the variations. Oh, that is gone. Akib is going. And this ploy has worked. They brought in Jigesh from the broadcast end. First over for the spinner from this end and grabs the wicket. The partnership is broken. A partnership that gave a lot of momentum to Shaheen Mavericks, and senior batter Akib goes back to the pavilion after a well-compiled 28 of 27. He was playing a good anchor inning there, but now that was a good delivery. He was trying to cut it away. Got inner part of the bat. Good catch. It shows Mustafa Iqbal as the catcher, which is not the case. Surya is behind the stumps. Haroon Altaf walking in for his sixth game. Shahzaib is probably going to give him a quick message of how he can approach the innings and what's going on with the wicket. But that's a good wicket for CCA because they needed that. The partnership was slowly getting bigger, and you don't want that as a bowling captain. So 74 for 3 now. Plays it straight. That was a flighted delivery. Nicely bowled by Jigesh. So 3 off this over and a wicket. That is nicely bowled again. He reminds me just a little bit, not a lot, of Ajanta Mendes, the way he's running in and loading his action. Oh, that's in the air. Played towards backward point. Fielder is giving that a chase. There's not enough legs on that to travel for the boundary. They'll come back for 2. And that was a good over from Jigesh from broadcast end. He got 6 in that and a big wicket off Akib. It's 78 for 3. Shahzaib will be on strike now. It will be interesting to see how Shahzaib approaches this innings, because now he has a new batter at non-striker. So he's gonna probably take the innings long and play till the end, because that is what Shaheen Mavericks and he himself would want. Tries to sweep it her own. There is good line and length from Tanzil, because if you're pitching it here, batter will be reluctant to play it on the front foot. That's why he came up with a sweep shot, and with the turn that he got, he missed that too. So it is a really good line and length to bowl. That is nice again. Beautiful bowling by Tanzil. It's good to see him finding his rhythm, because in the first over he was expensive, and I don't think so Shahzeb is gonna take more chances against him anymore, because he'll probably try to quietly play this over. No! He proves me wrong, and he grabs another maximum. He is saying that if I get one in my range, I will hit it, no matter what the situation of the game is. I am happy to be proved wrong if he can bat like that for long. This is good batting from Shahzeb. He moves to 46 of 22 balls. Let's see how Tanzil comes back, because he bowled really good 3 deliveries against Haroon. This is played with soft hands. This is smart cricket now. Look at the throw coming in. The way he's batting, the only way to get him out today is probably to hit him. That's what they're thinking, I guess. Quicker one, plays it with soft hands towards the short third. We'll just grab a single there. Another good over for Shaheen Mavericks. They grabbed 9 of it, 87 for 3 after 12. See, with the back with the commentary, there was a little technical glitch happening with the audio that caused no commentary in the previous overs. But Shaheen Mavericks, they're 122 for 6 at the end of 18 overs. Just 12 balls remaining in this innings. And Jigesh, he has just finished off his spell. 4 overs, 16 for 2. That's what he got today, which is pretty impressive figures. Zohaib coming in for his last over for the day. He's given 21 runs today. Hasn't got a wicket yet, which he would like. Akshay, he's batting on 15 off 15. Back off line delivery, well inside the tram line. That won't be a wide. They'll be looking to get around 140. Shaheen Mavericks, chance of a run out if it was a better throw, would have been a different result. So from here they need 16 runs of 9 balls if they want to get around 140. Big shot. How well is that timed? That has gone all the way. That is a maximum. Akshay timing that to perfection. Judged the length early. And he was able to play that pull shot. Zohaib, he said he was thinking that he would play a cut, but he ended up playing a pull over mid-wicket and resulted in a maximum. So they've got 8 runs of this over. And just last 2 balls to go. Now the difference is pretty gettable here. 9 of 16 was a little hard, but now they have got a maximum. They just need 10 of 8. Oh, another pull. That'll be just a single because it was timed well again on the bounce towards the fielder. So 9 of this over with 1 more to go. And they'll need 9 more runs to reach to 140. Big shot. That is very high up. And Tanzil takes it. That's his second catch for the day. He's not dropping any catch today. That was the case the other day, but not today. He's made a good comeback in the field. So Zohaib ends his spell with the wicket. He gave 30 runs in his 4 overs. And Awais, he will go back to the pavilion after facing 10 deliveries and scoring 8 runs. Shaheen Mavericks are 131 for 7 after 19 overs. Mustafa hasn't had a good day with the ball today because Shabazz, he was very aggressive against Mustafa. So he ended up giving 25 in his 2 overs, which we usually don't see when Mustafa's bowling. He's very economical and takes wickets. So the score moves to 132 with that single. So they got 5 more balls to go and 8 more runs towards that 140 mark. Played towards cover. That was stopped, but still they ended up getting a run. So Akshay is back on strike, which is good for Shaheen Mavericks. He's on 24. Steps down, plays it straight. How well is that timed? They'll come back for 2. Score moves to 135. So yesterday as well, Zalmi Lions, they posted a total of 140 on the board and 139 on the board, and St. John's, they chased down that one very easily. And today, with 2 more balls to go, Shaheen Mavericks are at 136. CCA will back them to chase this down around 14-15 overs, but we'll see. This is a very unpredictable game, and the shortest format. Oh, that's a no ball. That is a no ball. Mustafa said give it as a wide. Umpire said no. So here we go, free hit. Oh, they'll get nothing of that. So 1 more ball to go now. Can they get a double on it to make it 139, which will be same as yesterday, and post a total of 140 to chase for CCA? Akshay will back himself to run as quickly as possible because that's last ball of the innings. They plays it towards long on. They have to push, and they will get 2 runs, which will post the same total on the board as yesterday. Zalmi Lions did 139 exactly for 7, and CCA will have to chase 140 to win this game. Akshay getting those important 27 runs after they lost too many wickets in the middle. So Shaheen Mavericks, they would have loved to add 20 more runs to this total, but they'll settle down with 139 and they'll back their bowlers to defend. No big scores, only 3 batters getting the double digits, rest just contributing single digit total to the batting stats. Shehbaz was a pick of the batters for them, scoring 58 of 30. Abhishek Bharat, pick of the bowlers for CCA. 4 wickets for him today. 4 overs, 22 runs, 4 wickets. Jigesh got 2 wickets and 1 wicket for Zohaib. That is how they got 7 wickets CCA. We are heading towards the innings break. You're watching this live on 22 Yards broadcast. When you come back to see the live action, you'll see CCA chasing down 140 to win this game against Shaheen Mavericks. 49 for 2, Calgary Cricket Academy trying to chase 140. We'll have to say Shaheen Mavericks, they've bowled well. They've taken 2 wickets, both the openers back in the pavilion. That is beautiful shot by Shahid. There were 2 fielders there, but it went cruising through that gap. And that is 50 up with that boundary. First boundary for Shahid. He was looking for that. And interestingly, it's interesting captaincy by Akib. His opening bowlers from both the ends, they have completed their spell for 4 and 4 overs. He's bowling his last. Baluch, he has already finished his 4 from the broadcast end. Went towards long on. Just double there. And with that single, it will be 57 for 2 at the end of 8 overs. The run rate is 7.12. The required run rate is just around 7 as well. So they're doing okay with the required run rate, because that is one of the key things in the chase. You need to control the required run rate. It should be in your reach. Should never go out of the reach, because if required run rate goes up, then the pressure goes up, and if the pressure goes up, teams collapse. But he finishes off his spell for the day. 25 given off his 4 overs, and now Shahzaib, he was star with the batting, and now we're gonna see spin for the first time in this innings. We've seen 8 overs so far, all the overs, in fact, bowled by medium pacers, and now for the first time we'll see spin, and he is having a good day today, because the way he was hitting the ball, Shahzaib, he smashed 58 of 30, and we have seen that a lot of times when an all-rounder has a good day with the bat. He can probably grab some wickets too, because when it's going your way, you need to maximize that. Starts off with the double Zohaib in this over. It was a little shot played towards square leg for a double. He's on 21 of 17. How many times have we seen him playing that captain's knock, carrying the team on his shoulders, and yet again he's doing it. Played towards covers with soft hands. Captain Akib will cut that off, just a single on that. Shahid, he is attacking batter against spinners. He likes to take on the spinners. Beautiful delivery by Shahzaib. That length is perfect length for the leg spinner. We saw Mustafa and Tanzil struggling with their line and lengths against Shazib, but he's spot on. This is the length a leg spinner will be looking to bowl. Plays it straight, Shahid, towards mid off, just a single. So it's been a good over. 4 of that so far. Plays it towards short cover, a dot ball. One more delivery to go in this over. Goes on back foot. Plays it towards mid wicket for a single to end this over. A good over by Shazib. 5 of it, 62 for 2 at the end of 9 overs. The required run rate has just gone a little over 7. $62 for 2 at the end of 9. Ibrahim comes in from Stony End. They need 78 of 66. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery to start. Zohaib had no clue about that. It was pitched in the good length area, shaping away from the batter. Remember, it's 9 over old ball that he's bowling with, and he's still able to get some swing on it. Ibrahim straight away. If they can grab a couple of wickets here, they can put CC under immense pressure because, oh, again, opened him up once again. I don't know if it was a bat or no. Umpire hasn't signaled leg by, so that was probably again from the edge. Again, the same kind of delivery this time, starting off from the off stump and then leaving out. I won't say that as swing, that is seam. That is not swing. So that is a seaming of ball. We have seen that. Mohammad Shami, prime example of seaming the ball. Doesn't swing the ball in the air a lot, but his ball, when it pitches, then changes its direction depending upon how he wants to control it. We have seen that so many times. It is again a beautiful delivery by Ibrahim. He's got his perfect length right from his first ball that he started. This one came in a little bit. So these are more of the ball that cuts in or out with the seam, which is really hard to tackle. Because the ball that is swinging in the air, as a batter, you can try to get an idea of where it's coming, whether it's coming in the air towards you or going away. But when it seems like that, that's why on the first 2 deliveries, Zohaib had no clue that where it's going. because it changes its direction after pitching. And when it does that, that makes you such a dangerous bowler to play. And that is why we talk about Mohammad Shami a lot. Glenn McGrath was one of the examples for seaming the ball. He used to swing the ball on some occasions too, but oh, again, look at that. This was a little short. Oh, that's a grab. That is catch taken, and that can be a turning point because Shahid Siddiq, he was trying to settle down. He was taking his time. That is where these kind of chases get tricky because you think you have a lot of time, but at the same time, you have to get the runs going. If you look at his strike rate today, he scored 13 of 19, and now he's going back, putting pressure on the team. CCA, they're scoring at runs of 6.52, and the required run rate now has gone up. This is Shahid Siddiq walking back. Scorers haven't updated his wicket yet. That's why you're seeing last batter's stats on your screens. But that is Shahid walking back. That is third wicket down for CCA. This is important breakthrough. A good catch. A reward for good bowling has been given by his teammate to Ibrahim. 63 for 2, for 3 in fact now. They haven't updated it yet. Probably they are confirming the fielder's name who took a brilliant catch at short mid wicket. Yes, now it's all good. So we are just at the halfway mark of the innings, and CCA, I would say they're struggling a little bit because the required run rate before the start of this over was under 7, and now it's around 7.57. Plays it straight. It's Jigesh who has walked in at number 5. Was pretty impressive with the ball. Just gave 16 in his 4 overs. Started off with the single. And with that single, that's end of 10 overs. Half of the innings is done. CCA have scored 64 for the loss of 3 wickets. Remember, they got a pretty good power play. So now in next 10 overs, the interesting challenge will be there will be 5 fielders out of that 30-yard circle, because in the first 10 overs, out of those 6 overs, you only get 2 fielders outside the boundary. So run scoring is a little bit easy in the first half. But now you have one new batsman at the crease who has just played 1 ball. Zohaib is set, but the last thing they would want is to lose his wicket while playing a rash shot, which he usually doesn't do that. He tries to play a long inning. He tries to take it till the end. Shahzaib is back with his leg spin. Oh! There was a chance. There was a chance. Just a chip right towards the bowler. With the kind of day he had had with the bat, that should have been taken by Shahzaib. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Slog sweep is one of his favorite shots. Looking at the flight of the ball, he was probably lining up for that, but he had to wait for it. He drives it. Good fielding effort by short cover. Got hand on it, which slowed down the pace of the ball. Shaheen Mavericks, they are all pumped. They are all motivated. They know they can defend this total because they've already got 3 wickets. Oh, again, wide delivery, which is a little bit harsh on the bowler, I would say, because ball turned quite a bit, but still it was within range of the batter. Should have been ignored, but that's given wide. Stays on back foot, plays it towards cover. No run. This is beautiful bowling. They're cheering for each other. They're trying to create pressure on the batter by talking. Plays in the gap. And they will come back for two. Oh, they're pushing for the third, and they will get it. An overthrow resulted in an extra run, which they would not like Shaheen Mavericks at the moment because they're dominating. And when you're dominating, you don't want to leak these kind of runs. So they have scored 70. They need 70 more with 57 balls to go. Should be an easy task if they don't lose wickets, but the moment you bring those wickets into play, any kind of total while you're chasing gets difficult. That was played towards long on. A single on that. Zoeb, he will stay there. He won't play a bad shot. He's a responsible, mature guy who has played so many games. He's experienced. He knows how to get these chases done. So if he stays till the end, CCA will be home. You're watching this live on 22 Yards broadcast. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do it. And thanks to our sponsors, Power Physiotherapy and Massage. Sherbon and OP Lawyers. Ibrahim back again. Oh, beautiful. Got some extra bounce. Zohaib, he was surprised to see that. He stepped down the track. Look at him. He's smiling. He knows. Was there something on the wicket? Oh, they're checking something because this is an unusual bounce. Are they checking that whether it was wide over the head? For a moment I thought it was, but that's given as buys. So no extras, which will bring Jigesh to strike, and he will face Ibrahim for the first time in this contest. Back off land, tall, pulled away, connection. It is huge. It is a big one. Maximum of that. Bad delivery by Ibrahim, that's what I would say, because if you are getting some shape and help with the balls that are being pitched in the good length and full length area, why are you bowling short? This is the line that you need to, this is the length you need to target, because you don't have that much pace to beat the batter with your bouncer. Because if you're bowling short, that'll give a batter a lot of time to go on back foot and play. That's what Jigesh did in the previous ball, but this was better. This is better option for Ibrahim. This is where he needs to bowl continuously because you cannot afford bad deliveries at the moment. Oh, that should have been stopped. Shaheen Mavericks leaking some runs, some extra runs in the past 10 deliveries. 11.3, 78 for 3. Now they need 62 or 51. Required run rate around 7.29. Full toss. Stopped by Akib. That'll be a dot ball. So they got 8 runs off this over, which they will love it, CCA, because that's what they need per over. That is nicely bowled again. This is where you need to target. That's end of the over. Even though he conceded a 6 in that, but apart from that, just conceded 1 run with the bat, and one was the extra with the bye. So 79 for 3 at the end of 12 overs for CCA. And once again, thanks to our sponsors, Sharebon, OP Lawyers, and Power Physiotherapy and Massage. If you are also looking to advertise your brand on our stream, you can contact us, because that's where you're going to see the cricketing entertainment, all the elite T20 games, and 35 overs, 40 overs. There's a lot of cricket being streamed on this channel. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do it. And this tournament, Smash and Grab 2026. Are you in it to win it? Prizes up to $50,000. That's a big amount. Shaheen back for his third. He's given 12 in his 2. Would like to add a wicket in his tally. Plays it towards long on. They should have a fielder there inside, because if they keep on leaking those singles, they don't need 12 runs per over. They just need 7 runs per over. So they'll be happy to take 4 or 5 singles and get an odd boundary. Or even if they're not able to get that boundary, they'll be okay with that, because they don't need much. That's his favorite shot. He has targeted that area. I talked about that shot in the previous over. He loves to play that. And when he plays it, he makes sure that he's timing it well to clear the boundary markings. 86 is the total now. Captain's away moves to 32 with that maximum. He covers that flight. And we have seen that so many times over the years, that he loves to play these kind of innings and these kind of shots. They just need 54 now. The required run rate, which went to almost 7.6, has now come down to 7.04, or just 7, I would say. And they'll get another single of that. So they need 53 now with that single of 45 deliveries. Beautiful delivery, played with soft hands. They'll easily take that single. This been a good over. Nine runs off it already with 2 deliveries to go. That is good. That is good, because he's getting that bounce when he pitches up there. And that length is hard to drive. This time he plays it towards short cover. He'll get a single on that. 10 of this over. Ibrahim back again. He was getting pretty good seam movement in this first over, but looks like Zoeb and Jigesh, they put some pressure on him and they found a way to tackle him. Zohaib, he does that quite often where he steps down the track a little bit. It'll be a good idea if the keeper can come onto the stumps to stop that moment that both the batters are able to get right now. Because if they don't have that freedom, they have to stay in the popping crease. That will tend, or it can lead to a wicket because the batter will have limited options. For now, they're stepping down freely and shuffling across within the crease. This fielder, this positioning is pretty good. They're kept him busy. That fielder has stopped a few singles there, which is nice because they need dot balls and wickets. That is the only thing that can save Shaheen Mavericks from here. The required run rate has now again gone to 7.5. Again, short pitch. He tried that in previous over too, but Jagesh, he was able to put it away for a maximum. But this time, he didn't expect it to bounce that much because it was not as short. Look at that, how easily he's coming down the track. And if the keeper comes onto the stumps, it'll be interesting to see then how will he play him. Because when he started his spell, Ibrahim, he bowled a couple of deliveries and Zohaib struggled on those because he was trying to play him from within the popping crease. But then he decided, oh, that's short pitch again. No timing on that. They'll have to settle for a single. So that was a good over from Ibrahim. Ends that with a single. Shazib back for his last over. Was expensive in the previous one. Give 10 of it. Steps down, Jigesh. Plays it in the gap. Fielder. He won't be able to cut that off. They started this over with a 4 as well. So that's a good thing. Awais, he's struggling a little bit. Probably cramps or hamstring. Looks okay now. Cuts it away very slow in the air, gives him a lot of time to go on back foot and take a single off it. Jikesh moves to 21 with that single. Zohaib, will he try to take him on again? Quicker one towards the fine leg. Keeper has given it a chase and they'll come back for 2. That is smart cricket by Zohaib. And with that double, it's 100 up for CCA. They just need 40 more runs to win this game. They have 7 wickets in hand. They will back themselves, defending champions. We saw Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the IPL back-to-back 2025 and 2026. Can CCA do the same kind of thing? Can they win it again? For that, it's too early to ask for that, but winning games like these comfortably builds you the momentum to get into the big games and then perform well there. But Zohaib, he has performed pretty much in every game that he has played. He loves to lead from the front. He tries to set an example whenever he walks in, whether with the ball or with the bat. He shows his teammates that this is the quality of cricket I expect from everyone. And Jigesh complimenting him very well in this partnership. That's wide for sure. So it's not been a good day with ball for Shazib, even though he had a pretty good day with the bat. Scored 58 of 30. It was amazing to watch. Oh, finally he gets a wicket. Just right on the last delivery of his spell for the day. He gets a wicket. Can this change the momentum a little bit for Shaheen Mavericks, or CCA will chase this down easily? We'll have to see. It is a big wicket. Jigesh, who was looking good, looking confident, has now gone back. He has scored 21 of 16. Came in the middle phase, bowled really well today. Gave important 21 with the bat. So overall, he had a good day in the field today for CCA. But he'll be disappointed that he was not able to finish the game for the team. 1 boundary and a maximum for him. Mustafa Iqbal, again one of those players who is pretty handy with the bat as well, mainly known for his bowling, but not many know that he is very effective with the bat. He's technically very correct. He plays cricketing shots, and they need him for the 38 runs. Zohaib just checking out where the wind is coming from and the direction he can target. That'll go with the wind and help the ball travel, because weather has changed quite a bit in last 15-20 minutes, because the sun was shining bright, but suddenly the clouds are hovering over now and the wind is getting a little bit heavier here. Wide delivery to start off with. It's Akshay who has started off his bowling. Oh, Zohaib tries to go big on that. Akshay started off with the wide. If they can get Zohaib's wicket, that can probably turn the game around. Mustajab, wicket keeper, he's coming a little bit closer to the stumps. Back of length, cuts it away. There is a fielder, so there'll be just a single. They're pushing for the second, and they will complete it. That's good running, good call. Captain backed himself, Mustafa. He said yes, he was ready. And here we go. They grabbed a double there. So now Mustajab, he has decided finally to get onto the stumps, because he has seen a lot of stepping down the track by Zohaib. He wants to stop that, and for that now he's getting onto the stumps. He shuffles across, tries to slog it. See, this is what happens. He should have done that when Ibrahim was bowling as well, because this will limit the options for Zohaib. Because Ibrahim's ball was swinging quite a bit, or in fact seaming quite a bit. And then Zohaib found out a way by stepping down the track. He was tackling him. He should have come to the stumps by then, but he got set away. You need to bowl a little more fuller and give no width. Bodyline bowling with the fuller lengths and just around the good length is a really good idea when the keeper is up. You cannot bowl short because you want the batter to try something different on the short pitch deliveries. It's pretty much ready-made shots that you're offering the batters. Most of our will faces first. Oh, there's someone's hat in the middle of the ground because the wind is blowing. Oh, we'll bowl that again. Scorers have made another error. It's Mustafa on strike, but it still shows Zohaib. Big shot from Mustafa straight away on his first ball. And they're trying to come back for a second. No, this time it was good fielding effort. So that is a single to end that over. Or no, there's still one more to go. I don't know what the scorers are doing. Full toss. Oh, chance of a catch there was by Akib. He's on the ground right now. He gave it a try. Could have been a brilliant catch, and he would have changed the momentum of the game with that. So now with that single, it is end of the over. It's been a good over from Akshay. We'll confirm the final score once it's updated, because I think scorers are still figuring out what the actual score is. And now new bowler into the attack. This phase of the game is very important, because last 4 overs, these are death overs, and Zohaib, he's confirming how many runs do we require. This is very interesting because, and it was interesting captaincy by Akib in start as well, where two of his main bowlers, Baluch and Butt, they bowled 8 overs right on the trot. So now whoever comes in, whoever comes in, they have to bowl their first over. And sometimes new bowlers, they take a little bit of time to adjust and find that rhythm. So that is slogged. They have a fielder. You see, it has started raining. It's not as heavy, so probably we're not gonna stop the game because of that. Our score. .107, which they are at, and if you see, they require 33 of 22. Oh, it's hailing, I guess. Yes. 33 required of 22. Big shot launched. Not a big result for that. Was the ball on strike. Always the goal, 4 good deliveries. There's 3 of that. It's getting a little bit heavier. The sun is out again. It's a weird kind of summer this time we have had. So I'm not pretty sure what kind of weather is this, where the sun is out and it's hailing. It can only happen in Calgary, I guess. It is so weird. You can see how the hail is knocking the batters' helmets. That's what Mustafa was signaling before this delivery. Big shot. How good is the connection? Shazib takes a brilliant catch. This can be a turning point for Shaheen Mavericks. He is disappointed with the shot that he played because I don't think so he played that with full conviction. Zohaib, he doesn't want to leave the field at the moment. He is very unhappy with the kind of shot he played. But Shaheen Mavericks, they will be delighted. They'll be on the top of the moon because they know how big a wicket was that. And now a new batter will walk in and he'll have to take the charge. Whether who's walking in, let's double check. But before that, oh, this man usually likes to finish the games, but he's going back disappointed. Umpires will take a call, I guess, now, because I don't think so. These are good conditions to continue the play. Yes, I think they're walking off. The umpire, after they fix the scores, it is 104 at the moment. And CCA, they are at 107. So if the game is called off, then CCA will be the winners of this game. But we'll see. Hopefully we can have a complete game. So we'll be right back after a short break. All right, that was a short halt that we had because of rain, but now we are back into the action at a very interesting phase of the game. Just before that break, CCA lost wicket of Captain Zohaib Ahmed. He was very disappointed leaving the field right at the stage where he would have loved to stay, but Shaheen Mavericks, a good catch taken by Shahzaib. Another contribution added by him. He took one wicket, scored 58 with the bat up with the strike rate of almost 200, and now took a good catch to dismiss Zohaib. So he's all around. Awais took that wicket. Scorer has probably needs to update the last ball of the over because according to the umpires, CCA need 29 of 18 deliveries, which is 3 overs, which is almost 10 runs per over. So that's why Akshay is back. So now they're fixing it. So Akshay will be bowling the second last over, or in fact, 18th over of the innings. He has started off with the wide. They need 28 now. That's edge of the bat. That is going towards the third man boundary, but it won't go all the way because it just rained and the outfield was already very slow. So it's not one of the quickest outfields you'll see. But the game has turned down to be at a very interesting stage at the moment. Surya, he has joined Mustafa in the middle. Good, that is good bowling. Everybody appreciates that. Captain is pumped. He took a brave call, I would say, because none of the bowlers who have bowled today are bowling in the death overs because we saw 4 overs completed by Butt and Baluch. So these bowlers, Akshay and Awais, are not the ones who have bowled in the first half of the game. So they are bowling right in the death overs in that tight chase. So that is wide. That is second wide of the over. So they've got 4 runs of this, 2 wides and a double of that edge. Mustafa is on 5 from 6 deliveries. They need 25 of 15. Big shot this time by Mustafa. How far is that gone? Oh, that was a chance of a catch and has been put down. I guess it was Ibrahim. Usually a good fielder doesn't drop many, but at a very important stage, he has dropped one catch. Captain is pumping him up. He's saying that's fine, that is okay, but this could have been the match. They wanted that wicket of Mustafa. He's an experienced guy who knows how to finish the games. Again, a beautiful Yorker. Misfield. Should have just been a single. They have pushed for the second. They will complete it. So 8 runs from that over. With one more to go. So they need 21 of 13. So they dropped a catch. They got 2 on that. And now Misfield at the covers. Steps down the track, completely misses it, Mustafa. So that'll be a dot ball. 8 runs of that over, but they still need 21 of 12. CCA, they're 119 for 5. Awais, he's back. Took a wicket in his first over, just gave 4 in that. They'll need another good over from him to seize this game. That's back of length, misfield. Should just be a single. They will push for the second, I know, and they will easily complete it. So the running between the wickets have been good by these two. Surya opens his account with the double. Came in at number 7 today. So now they need 19 of 11. CCA will try to get 15 runs at least from this over. Oh, big shot. How far is that? That has traveled all the way. That is a poor delivery at this stage of the game and a very important maximum for Surya and CCA. Now they just need 13 of 10. That was poor ball from Awais. He shouldn't have bowled that. Maybe it slipped out of his hands, and that was way too easy for Surya to put it away. Quicker one played on square leg. They'll push for second, and they will complete it easily. That is smart cricket. They got 10 runs off the 3 deliveries. They needed a big over, and they got 10 of the 3, which is really good. Even if they get 3 singles, they'll just have to get 8 of the last over, which can be tricky sometimes, but whoever bowls the last over will have to bowl really well in that. Oh, that is wide. So 11 of 3 has this over costed them this game. Surya, look at the strike rate. He's only faced 3 deliveries and he's on 10. Got a double on his first ball and got that maximum and double on his previous ball that he faced. Oh, trying to play a big shot, misses it. 2 more to go. He'll need to get a wicket or ball 2 dot balls so that whoever comes in to bowl the last over has at least 10 runs to defend. Big shot, played straight. Shazib is there. That'll just be a single. So now they need 9. But I would have to say this is really good bowling from Shaheen Mavericks if I talk about the overall bowling effort while defending a 140 run total against such a strong side. Against defending champions, they have challenged them. They took wickets at the right time. They restricted the run scoring. And that is why this game has gone down to the wire. And we are waiting for the result with 7 balls to go. Can he get a wicket on this? Awais, off spinner against the left-hand batter. Dot ball at least. That will do it. He will regret getting hit for that maximum on that poor delivery, but apart from that, he bowled well. So now they need 9 of the last 6. All right, we are ready, and it's Ibrahim who has been brilliant to watch today. Akib, he has done well with his captaincy. rotated the bowlers tactically, and will it pay it off? These last 6 deliveries, Surya, who's on 11 of 5, got a maximum in the previous over. That would give him a lot of confidence. Akib, he's talking to Ibrahim. At this stage, you just need to give a little bit of information or the message. You don't need to talk much. Just let the bowler do his thing. Just let him do what he wants. Leave him and let him think the way he thinks about this game and about how he can defend, because we have seen that when you talk too much to the bowler, it puts some pressure. That is clash of thoughts, because bowler himself, he's thinking something, then as a captain you come in, you put something in his mind, and then just it clashes and it doesn't work. So first ball, oh, that is big, and that is big, very big, right on the first ball. Surya has hit another shot which has traveled all the way for a maximum. Now they just need 3. This should be a cakewalk now for CCA. What a cameo he has played, Surya. At a very crucial stage of the game, he walked in and he's batting with the strike rate of 300, and he has almost finished the game of for Shaheen Mavericks, because they were thinking they can get this game home, but no, Surya was right there. That ball was not a good idea against Surya. Now they need 3 of 5. Can he pull off a miracle here? Can he do something special? Ibrahim, he bowled well for his 3 overs, but just one ball has changed the course of this match. Plays it with soft hands. Very good cricket. Now they just need 2 off the 4. Score is 138 for 5. Now they'll be thinking a lot of things. One bad delivery from Awais in the previous over, put away by Surya. One bad delivery by Ibrahim. These 2 deliveries have costed them this game. Pulled away by Hamza. They'll probably, by Mustafa, in fact. They'll come back for 2 and they will get this victory home for CCA, Calgary Cricket Academy. They have won yet another game in this league. Shaheen Mavericks, they put up a show here while defending that 140. It was a great effort by the bowling side, but at the end, it was CCA who have got this win by 5 wickets and 3 balls remaining. That 2 deliveries, a 6 in the previous over and 6 off the first delivery, have costed them this game, I guess. They're disappointed, but they'll have to be proud of themselves, because against the top side, they have performed really well. Whether it was batting by Shahbaz, who scored 58, or in bowling, it was Baluch and Butt. And then Ibrahim bowled well for his 3 overs. Awais took a wicket off Hamza at the right time, but at the end, it is CCA who will take this win by 5 wickets. And we'll have a look at the scorecards. Match summary is Shaheen Mavericks. They won the toss, but they lost the match. This is batting card. 12 scored by Tanzil, 12 for Saeed, 45 for Zohaib, missed out on his half century, and finishing off the game, Jigesh got important 21, and that cameo from Surya, 18 of 7, is the difference between both the sides. Bowling card. Just Akshay didn't get his wicket. Apart from him, everybody got wickets. Baluch, Butt, Shazib, Ibrahim, and Awais taking 1 wicket each. This is the match summary. Akib scored 28, Akshay scored 27, 58 for Shazib, 4 wickets for Abhishek Bhatt in his 4 overs. That was brilliant bowling by Abhishek. And then CCA 45, highest scorer, Zoaib Ahmed for the team. And Jagesh getting that 21, and Surya's cameo has paid it off, and they have won this game. This is the points table now. Calgary Cricket Academy, CCA. I guess it's not updated yet. That's their 4th win of the tournament. So that is their 4th win. They will move to number 2 position. And you watched this broadcast live on 22 Years Broadcast. Thank you so much for joining in. This is Vibhor Bajaj signing off live. Thank you so much.